Welcome back to another emotional English learning story with VocaBella. Today, we bring you the story of Olivia, a woman who agreed to marry not for love, but for duty. This is a story about loneliness, silent tears, and the painful journey of finding your voice when you've spent years staying quiet. Listen carefully, follow the words, and practice your English while learning about marriage, love, and self-discovery. Let's begin. Olivia was 27 when her parents started asking, "So, when are you getting married?" At first, she laughed it off. "I'm focusing on my career," she'd say with a smile. But as months passed, the questions grew louder. Family gatherings became uncomfortable. "You're not getting any younger. We already found a nice boy for you. You'll regret waiting too long." The pressure built slowly, but heavily. Then came Ethan. He was handsome, successful, polite. Their families knew each other. His parents liked her. Her parents liked him. They went on a few quiet dates. Conversations were polite, but never deep. Ethan smiled, but rarely laughed. He was kind, but distant. Olivia kept wondering, is this what love feels like? Or is this just easy? But after months of gentle pushing from her family, Olivia said yes. Yes to the engagement. Yes to the wedding. Yes to a future she wasn't sure she wanted. The wedding day arrived. Everyone said it was beautiful. The dress, the flowers, the music. Olivia smiled for the photos, hugged relatives, danced with Ethan, but inside, she felt numb as she stood in the bedroom that night, staring at herself in the mirror. She whispered, "This doesn't feel real." Ethan entered, kissed her forehead, and said, "We'll be happy. You'll see." Olivia wanted to believe him. At first, married life was peaceful. They shared a house, had dinners together. Ethan always asked, "How was your day?" But the conversations stayed shallow. They talked about grocery lists, bills, the weather, not dreams, not fears, not feelings. Some nights, Olivia sat on the balcony, staring at the stars, wondering, is this all marriage is supposed to be? Then came the loneliness. Ethan worked long hours. When Olivia cooked dinner, she often ate alone. When she texted him, replies were short, busy, or in a meeting. The bed felt colder each night. The silence between them grew louder. One evening, Olivia tried to start a real conversation. "Do you ever feel lonely?" she asked, stirring her tea. Ethan looked up from his laptop. "Why would I? We're together, aren't we?" She wanted to say more, but the words stayed stuck in her throat. Instead, she just nodded. Weeks turned into months. Their anniversary came. Ethan bought her flowers, but when she hugged him, it felt like hugging a stranger. That night, Olivia cried in the bathroom, quietly, so he wouldn't hear. Her friends noticed. "Are you okay?" they'd ask. Olivia would smile and say, "Of course. Everything's fine." But inside, everything was breaking. Then one day, Olivia found Ethan's journal. It wasn't locked. It sat openly on the desk. Curiosity won over guilt. She opened it and read words that changed everything. I care for Olivia, but I don't love her. Not the way I should. Not the way she deserves. Her hands shook. Tears blurred her vision. The truth she had tried so hard to ignore was written in ink, right in front of her. That night, Olivia sat on the floor of their bedroom, staring at the journal. When Ethan came home, she didn't yell. She didn't cry. She simply said, "We need to talk." Ethan froze. He knew. "I read it," she said, holding the journal. Silence. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "You don't love me," she said softly. I care for you. I do. I just... It's not enough, is it?" Olivia shook her head, tears falling freely now. "No. It's not." They talked for hours about how they rushed into marriage, about pressure, about fear, and about the loneliness they both felt. Even while lying next to each other every night, in the following days, Olivia made the hardest decision of her life. She packed her bags. With shaking hands, she took off her wedding ring and placed it on the table. "I hope you find happiness, Ethan," she whispered before walking out the door. The first night alone in her small rented apartment, Olivia cried until sunrise, but with the morning light came something else, peace, for the first time in years. She felt free. Slowly, she rebuilt her life. New job, new hobbies, new friends. She traveled. She laughed again. She found joy in small things: morning coffee, walks in the park, reading books that made her heart race. Months later, she bumped into Ethan at a grocery store. They smiled politely, talked briefly, and as they said goodbye, Olivia realized she felt no anger, no pain, just gratitude, because sometimes leaving isn't about giving up. It's about choosing yourself, choosing happiness, choosing peace. Thank you for listening to Olivia's story, The Marriage Without Love. Have you ever stayed in something just because it felt easier than leaving? Remember this: you deserve love that's real and peace that's honest. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me again for more emotional English listening stories that help you learn, grow, and feel. See you in the next story.